I'm and Leigh. We are the Munch UK. Leigh, what do we have on the menu today?
It's in the title, but I'll tell you anyway. We have a homemade chicken tikka and a homemade Rogan Josh curry. It's Indian curry basically, with naan bread, which is hidden over here. Yep. And Papa don't preach over here. And we're getting ready to roll, guys, because we are. Yeah, and the rabbit is in the house, obviously.
Pick it up, show it them up close.
I'll show you the food. I might even get this as a thumbnail if it looks better. We'll see. There you go, guys.
No, that doesn't look as good as the one we did.
Who knows? Either way, there you go, guys. I'm just going to turn this light around slightly, so bear with me, peeps. I can't believe it, guys. I'm just asking what we're going to talk about. Like, I didn't have things to talk about. We don't come here naked with no topic of conversation to do. How's everyone hanging? I hope you're not hanging. I've not had a drink in 2 weeks, have I?
No.
Crazy.
Obviously, with what happened, I would suggest it.
No.
Drinking lemonade.
I've not really felt a difference because I wasn't a heavy drinker in the first place. So, some of you might have seen me drink a bit, but literally it's just on the weekend for me.
Yeah. Over here, I have lettuce, tomato. No, lettuce is over there, but cucumber, onion, tomato, and some spring onions with some mayonnaise in. Because it's just...
Yes, I'm adding salt, guys. So you tell me I'm going to die of like high blood pressure or whatever.
I have put it on for you.
Yeah, but I like my own salt. I'm a salty kind of guy.
Yeah. The green things on my mind is spring onions, guys, or as you guys say, over the pond, scallions.
From what?
They call them scallions.
Never knew that. Learn something new every day.
It's like in America as well. They call coriander cilantro.
Oh, I've heard of that one. I've never heard of the other one.
Guys, it's so good to be back.
Yeah, on a regular. Didn't think it'd happen, but here we are.
No, we didn't know if he was going to be alright.
Well, I'm not about the illness, so it's just
no,
like...
but always,
when it's been a while, you forget what to do.
No.
Anyways, 8 days out, 2 videos in 2 days. We're back on form.
Oh, I'll tell you something. The amount of money that you can spend on an Indian takeaway, it's nice. You see me now, I had like peppers and onion. I really good to town with it, like, and it's good for you making it yourself because you can control what's in the sauce.
Oh yeah, when I have a chicken tikka, guys, I don't have it like no veg and all that waffle. Don't do that. But I
wish I could eat it traditionally, like, you know, like with your hands and things.
Yeah, it's just so frustrating how expensive an Indian takeaway is.
I'm moving this out the way. Actually, I want to put that on. Just like it's soggy if you. Nice, isn't it?
When you sit down to do a video, and afterwards I'm like, shit, why didn't we talk about that?
Don't forget to say about your Instagram.
Oh, balls! Yeah, guys, check out the description for Instagram, our other YouTube channel. Check out the membership. I just did a video
on there.
Yeah, I'm just doing a video yesterday on our other YouTube channel. First one on our second one. Should be getting ready with Aim as well.
And writing macarons.
Yeah, I actually called them macaroons on the title, and somebody said, I thought macaroons had coconut.
Yeah, they have. They're like a biscuit.
Like Leigh, you look like a pillock. But yeah, check out the membership below, guys. We just set that up on YouTube. It'll be on there anyway, hopefully by now. Well, there's plenty of perks. Keep you perky.
Oh my God.
But yes, I come off the videos that I meant to talk about that. It was like the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I've never seen it in person.
What?
You showed me the video on a video. Some of you lot might even know what I'm on about, but I'm going to tell you just in case you don't. I'm showing this little short video on YouTube or Twitter or Instagram, one of the social media networks. There was an eagle in America. I would never fuck her an eagle.
It's called a condor eagle.
A condor eagle. And it swooped down into the sea, picked a I think it must have smelled like a baby shark or something. Took a baby shark off for lunch.
Yeah, it flew off.
Didn't take it to McDonald's or anyway, just like, nah, I'm taking you. You're my lunch, and I'm going to eat you now. I mean, how scary was I'm scared shitless of sharks. We all know about that story with the sea and me and space. but I would not mess with a shark. And this eagle has swooped down. Yeah, I don't care. I'll take the shark.
Well, the thing is, though, I mean, they catch fish all the time, don't they? Eagles. They go into the sea and they're just...
Well, a bit different now.
Yeah, but it did it, though. Obviously, it's capable of doing it. And it succeeded. So...
You don't mess with eagles.
He had a good meal that night, didn't he, really? I think he might have dropped it, though, I mean...
I hope so.
It's a big piece of bread, that is. I mean, look at that.
I left it in too long.
Oh, it's like a bacon.
Dickhead.
Wait, just
Eh?
bear with me.
This could take a bit, guys.
Hello!
Hello, Willie!
Hello, Ollie!
You need to got that little hole for your tongue. Stick your tongue
No,
through.
if I could do it, I'd put some lettuce on the top for hair, but I'm going to stop this now. Sorry, I just
It's
felt that.
alright, you're allowed to have a giggle.
Rather entertaining. You'll probably end up with some of this because there's no way I'm doing it.
Well, mine was a bit overdone. Anyways, further. Yes, don't worry about it. Dipping my sauce, thank you. You know, if you use a stranger and you come over and dip your poppadom or bread in my sauce, I'd say, oi, pack it in.
You wouldn't, I would, because you were too shocked.
If someone walks up on me, if I was in a park eating a curry, no, I'd never eat a curry in a park, man, and just dunked their naan bread in my sauce, I would be fuming. It's like when birds fly down, back onto birds here, guys, when we go to Torquay on holiday, and you're sitting there eating your bag of chips on the front, and the birds just come on, feed me, feed me. Like,
Yeah, they are a
no!
bit naughty. I love them. I absolutely
They're too much. You take liberties. And you wonder why you never see a skinny pigeon or seagull. They're
I
more
think that's
turquoise
right.
than everyone.
Seagulls are my favourite bird. They're fantastic. I know they're a bit naughty. That's what makes them nice. Mind you though, I don't like it when they're steel dogs. You know, when they swoop down and they...
Well, I've
There
never
was a
been up them
Yorkshire
myself.
Terrier in Britain, the seagull came down and who is it?
It's just a football town now. The worst happened, guys, when I was a kid.
Ooh, yeah.
So when I was a kid, we was on holiday. I don't know where it was now. Somewhere by a seafront, or I was in Blackpool, one of the other, maybe just Blackpool for the day. And my mum, I mean, she was like bloody 7 stone wet through back then, or soaked through. She wasn't a big lady, or a lot of weight on her.
It's honestly she's met Bob, isn't it? She's
Yeah.
got a little bit white.
Yeah, since she met a new fella, she got fat, basically. I'd come for eating her, I don't know. Maybe she's miserable.
Why have you stuck it that far, then?
I'm joking, she had that, but she's like put more weight on than when I was a kid. Anyways, we was walking down the front, and we look over the side, and there's the beach, there's the sea, there's a little girl screaming. Like, I was like 7 or so, I didn't know what the hell was going on. The little girl, basically, she had a little dog with her, and it must have been a stray dog, or somebody's dog was off a lead, and it grabbed this girl's little dog, and ran off down the beach. Next thing you know, my mum turns into a sodding superwoman. She shoots off like Usain Bolt, chasing after this dog. I'm like, Mum, come back. I was scared. I was like, Mum, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh.
And she got this little dog back off the big dog. I don't know how. And we took the little girl. She lived across the road, apparently. Her mum run a shop or something. We took her back to her mum. But as a 7-year-old, it's pretty scary. You see your mum chase after a big dog.
So, what happened to the big dog?
I think she smacked it on the bum and said, "Don't do that again, please." I don't know. I barely remember the story, let alone what happened to the bloody big dog.
I think it's alright.
It was fine now.
There's nothing better. I've had this discussion we need for. I'm a major water drinker, but isn't pop like when you eat some food and then you have some? You're really close, aren't we today?
Rabbit.
Why? What's going on? Oh look, that's why. This is normally.
Oh, so it was not.
No. I thought anyway, something not quite right.
No. They just want to be close to each other. It's allowed.
Do you want to try a wrap thing that I just made? It was delicious.
I will want to get through my naan bread wrap, which is amazing. Anyway, in further shark news, I meant to tell you this.
Oh,
I know.
God.
Shark
I'm not
news.
getting involved.
No, there's only one other story about sharks. I found it out today.
Shark news.
Shark news indeed, baby. Yeah, in shark news today, It was in the newspaper. They found a new breed of shark. Now this is forget your bloody great whites, forget your bloody jaws. This is the scariest shark ever, and it's probably half their size. This shark, guys, I ain't kidding you. Check it out in northern Australia. If you're from there, get out the sea now. Get out the sea.
What about it?
This shark can walk on bloody land. It can walk on land. It uses its fins. Basically, they filmed this shark, and its parents have said, "Look, little Bertie Bassett, this is all you need to do. You need to walk up on that beach and eat some kids." So it's taught it how to walk on the seabed using its fins rather than flipper. It walks on the seabed, and they actually now reckon if it found its way out of the sea, it'd be able to walk on land. I ain't gone to Northern Australia. Yeah, it's amazing.
Well,
that's one shark you don't mess with.
Like, how about all the thing that's come out in the news about we are now a different star sign?
I wrote that down, you know. You got me thinking what I actually said. What about all the people with star signs who've had star sign tattoos? That was a huge thing, weren't it, when we were a bit younger?
What's that?
Well, you've never really been one for tattoos, but in the tattoo shops when I was younger, it's not so popular anymore. But they went for a phase probably 15, 20 years ago. So I started getting tattoos about 18 years ago. Where people, especially ladies, I think mainly, wanted star sign tattoos on them. And I'm guessing there's a lot of women out there, and men probably, who've got these tattoos and I'm thinking, you bastards, NASA. Explain to them what's happened, eh?
Well, I can't exactly explain how, but they found a new star in between all the star patterns, I think. And now, you know, your Capricorn, Pisces, Taurus, all that. Because of that, it's moved all the dates along. And somehow we know. Well, I'm
different.
Yeah. Well, apparently I'm now an Aquarius. I believe I'm a Pisces. Still, I'm not going to change.
I have though. In all honesty, I've noticed a difference in you since yesterday. I don't know what Aquarius is.
Aries?
I am a bit hairy, I agree. I don't know what Aquariuses do, but what is it? Is it a fish? Is it a bird? Is it a tadpole? Obviously, I was a Taurus, that was a bull. And my personality, I always thought Match being a bull. Bit of an angry bastard. Could wreck a, like bull in a china shop, knocking things over. Turns out I've been acting up the wrong way all this time. So, what is an Aquarius, do you know?
I don't know enough about it. I know about mine and yours and things like that, but
it's not good though, is it, guys? Imagine how many couples, because a lot of women do base, and blokes I suppose, do base their future and current relationships on star signs.
I'm well into it, I am, but I refuse.
Turned out to be a lot of bollocks, hasn't it, really?
I refuse to believe it. Like, I'm not going to change my star sign. I don't care. I don't want it. I'm a Pisces, and that's the way it rolls.
But imagine how people are now thinking, am I meant to be with Dave or not? Because he's a Taurus and I'm meant to be with an Aries. Last week he was an Aries and now he's actually a Taurus or whatever. So maybe we should finish with Dave and get with his brother Pete because he's the correct star sign. Best was for your mum this morning.
Yeah, let us know.
I heard in Tia discussing it in the mum's room about the star signs. And Tia was getting really angry. Gosh, I don't want to be whatever she is now. I want to be what I was before. Oh, bloody hell, Tia, don't be silly. Your mum sat there and said, I'm not any different, Tia. I'm still the same. Tia checked it on the internet. She said, no, your star sign's now changed and you now so-and-so.
My mum has always been a Leo. She apparently a Cancer.
Yeah, and Tia told Bren Aim's mum, after she said, no, I'm still a Leo. She said, no, you're now a Cancer. She said, is this actually official, Tia? Are you sure? Is this real? Because one minute she's laughing and joking about Brenny's, and the next minute, as soon as she finds out hers has changed, like, can't be real. But everything NASA tell you, your mum believes because she's mad on space.
I'll tell you something now, guys. My mum, she's like the Brian Cox of space, isn't she? She's
Well,
a
Brian
female
Cox is
version
space.
of Brian Cox, so
Yeah.
she's obsessed. She loves space. She loves anything. She loves science.
She's mad about space and all that sort of
Really
stuff.
clever. Mega clever. She's going to answer the questions on Mastermind.
I don't know anyone else think that. If you can get one question right on that.
challenge.
That's a nightmare.
My mum's like, I'm obsessed.
When
it's
that
not,
comes,
it's to the round.
No, when that comes on, University Challenge, I feel mentally challenged. I can't answer a sodding question. You're sitting there thinking, what did he just say again? What was that question?
You know the part we get right is announcing where we're from. Manchester. Dong. Wolverhampton.
Yeah, for went on, and they've all got funny names as well, and come from these big posh universities around the country. I just don't think I personally would have much of a chance on there. We're not the only ones though. You see it on Gogglebox when they show clips of University Challenge. If one person on Gogglebox gets it right, they all get dead excited. They start getting out the bunting and throwing out a bite. You got a question right? Oh my god! Get on there yourself.
Yeah, and it's usually like general knowledge, isn't it? Like, they have a section where...
I mean, you'd be alright if it was medical. I think you'd do really well on that against anyone.
We did. Like, my family and I did a really difficult quiz. Like, really...
It was difficult.
That was next level. That was something that you don't have in the newspaper. And anyway, I mastered the medical section, didn't I? If it wasn't for that, I'd have done really bad. My mum won that one.
I think my topic would have to be sport, but not much further than football and UFC.
Yeah, but even that sport questions on there.
Difficult.
It's only because I know something about medicine.
Oh, Christ.
I'm not a big lover of like this kind of food. Like
It's
Indian.
not bad though, is it?
No, let me say it one more time. So,
let's try what you're trying. My lettuce is shit then.
it's not, if this is the good lettuce. Put a bit of cucumber in there as well.
Well, I ain't got room for cucumber.
Split it. Well, you need a bigger piece.
Well, I ain't got a bigger piece. You told me not to take all the lettuce.
Open that. Put a piece of chicken in, then you squash it together.
Or just dazzle.
You got a piece
Go
of
on. Anyway,
what do you mean?
you're not a big fan of this sort of food?
Like from the Indian takeaway, but this.
Guys, this is just an accident waiting to happen, really, isn't it?
Shove it in there, quick.
God help the world.
Oh yeah, quick big bite. I've matched it more fun.
It sounds nice. Well, I'd like it to come in a pre-prepared leaf wrap. Lettuce wrap.
I love it. You know what, guys? Seriously. Well, come on to that in a minute, but going back to what I was saying about this. Like, I wouldn't choose to have an Indian takeaway. I'm not actually on. My preference is Chinese curry. But doing it like this, with the lettuce and all that, it's just something that I absolutely love. I love this. But that is one way to get your kids to eat healthy, and it's a bit of fun whilst they're doing it. So like lettuce wraps and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, should we make lettuce wraps? You know, it is, isn't it? Kind of like kids like, oh no.
No, I think it's really good. Not a lot of parents do. A lot of them do these days. Like healthy parents. So it's become a big thing, hasn't it, since Jamie Oliver come out and been a bit of a pain in the arse and banned all fizzy pop and crisps and any fun basically in schools. But since he did that, a lot of parents have took on to, you want a snack, little Billy Bob? Alright, have a cucumber. You want another snack, little Ellie Jane? Have a lettuce. It's great, I think. They give them snack pots, but instead of like, when I was a kid, I'd be running around the streets like a madman, like about 4 or 5 years old. Mum, I want chocolate. Just give me a bit of a chocolate bar. Right, see you later, Mum. Back in 5 hours. Back out for 5 hours with a 4-year-old mate, doing drugs, whatever we was doing. Point is, though, we just pack of crisps you might have in the afternoon or something as a snack or a bar of chocolate. And that was about it. You was that busy playing and stuff. You didn't really worry about food too much, with snacks and stuff. But parents these days, they have these, like, you know, like they make it more fun for the kids. So they have them trays, the individual sections.
I've got them.
Put a bit of salad in each one for them. I think it's really good, real responsible of them.
I love that.
Well, me.
One of them trays.
Yeah, one of our subscribers on here and on Instagram. Alright, Kirsty, how you doing, love?
Hey.
She was on like on one of our lives, and we didn't even realise when she'd gone that she'd left a donation, but she'd done it through PayPal.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much, Kirsty.
Thank you for that. And I found it by mistake, and I was like, oh bloody hell, stuff. And we looked really ignorant because we'd left it over a week to thank her because I didn't know it was even there.
We've got some stuff to send out for them.
Yeah,
Lydia.
for Lydia. I want to get it done now, but anyways, I seen. Well, we follow her on Instagram, I know Kirsty because I messaged her. I looked at some of the pictures on there, like there's a little boy, because she sent us a picture once. So I'm watching you two in the dark on my laptop, and I've got my snacks there. Me and Aim are eating a big bloody bag of sodding Cheetos, and she's there like a little tray of cucumber and stuff. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it looked really nice, didn't it?
I think you said at the time you wish you had that. Aim, we're drinking, you don't eat cucumber when you're drinking.
No, in fact, like, instead of crisps, I like a little mezze of things like gherkins, onions, a little bit of cheese. I love that. This is lovely, this is. It coriander seeds.
What?
Somebody told us we have its coriander seeds in the naan bread.
It makes sense.
So nice.
Yeah. But
You got a bit.
oh no. Was asked the other day on our Q&A, and I forgot to answer the question because I didn't write it down, sorry. But one of our subscribers who's from Canada, you reminded me of that because you mentioned your mum and liking space and stuff. Brent is also, Aim's mum, a big, not lover, but like really likes the royal family and stuff like that, and politics. And I have to be careful what I say around it sometimes because we get into debates and it doesn't turn out too well for me. So if I knock space, I don't believe in the moon landing, it kicks off. If I say out about the royal family, because I don't like them that much, I don't think it's great. I just don't say it basically. Or politics, I keep well out of that one. Anything else we can talk about?
Put it this way as well. There's politicians in the family.
Yeah.
Extra shout out.
Alright, Boris. Uncle Boris. I'm looking after your niece here. Anyways, no, what was it? Yeah, was asked a question by someone in Canada. Said in Canada they absolutely love the royal family, the British royal family.
And Americans.
And they asked what our opinion was, like, in terms of British people, are we as big of a fan in Britain as Canadians or Americans? I think it's a bit hit and miss, really, ain't it? I mean, especially when you got Dodgy, what's his name? Andrew. Dodgy Andrew hung around on private planes and secret islands with people he shouldn't be hanging around with. And, I mean, what's his name on the right idea? Prince Harry bugger off to Canada?
What? Do you...
But they asked basically, do we have a love for the royal family over here? Or us personally?
People do love the royal family. Yeah.
I'd be inclined to say it's 50-50 though. There are a lot of people who don't really care. But then you get other people who, when there's a big royal affair on, like the royal wedding or whatever it was a few years ago, I went up the shop up here, the woman was getting off the bus a bit pissed, bloody face mask on with Meghan Markle on the front. I thought, Christ, what's Meghan doing in Wolverhampton? That's really odd.
I'll be honest, I'm not fussed. It don't really, it's not an interest of mine, the royal family. I don't dislike them. I don't like, I just don't care for the subject. I will say this. I loved Princess Diana.
I was too young.
And William, not so much Harry. I mean, Harry's been always a little bit of a rebel, which I love about him, but I do admire William. I do think he does a lot of nice things, And Kate, I really like them. Prince Charles and that.
Camilla.
I feel sorry for Diana.
I end up feeling sorry for like the younger generation of them. So not just William and Barry, but the kids, because they're young kids. I mean, they're all growing up in a time of social media, aren't they? So like, literally everything is going to be plastered everywhere. Back in the day, if you went to school with the Queen, you wouldn't have bloody known it was the Queen, unless you turned up in a bloody horse and cart. Could have been a rag and bowman's daughter for all we knew. But there weren't social media. People lived in like poor areas of the country, didn't know who the bloody Queen was or what she looked like. You didn't have TVs, you didn't have newspapers. He's like, "Hi, it's Elizabeth. How are you doing, Liz? Do you want a pint?"
I will tell you something. My uncle used to be a haulage driver. He owned a really big haulage business. And,
You told me then, because I know that.
not you. And, the one day he was parked up at like this, he had to be at like this air base type thing. And the Queen pulls up next to him.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, literally, like. He was on there like, it wasn't like a public thing, he had to be there for a reason. With the lot, with this big massive Arctic lorry. I don't really know what the ins and outs were, but...
That's pretty good. To me, it wouldn't have meant that much, because, like I just said, but I think it's about time to let the Queen retire. I mean, Christ.
She's on the boat, isn't she? But,
I reckon they should have a cut-off age. Get to 65, everyone else retires 65, 68, let the Queen retire. I mean, who the hell wants to go out on cold days? Like this week she's doing, which I think is the right thing to do, they're doing an open-air nighting of Tom.
oh, yeah, he's getting knighted, isn't he?
You know who I mean, guys. It's not Sergeant, is it? What's
Tom Moore, Captain Tom Moore.
Captain Tom Moore, the 103-year-old who did the walk around his garden. And obviously because of COVID, they can't do it in the palace, so they're doing an open air one, which I think is really cool, and he definitely deserves it. But at her age, she needs a rest. I mean, you told me the past she loves a McDonald's.
Yeah, she does.
I can just imagine her sitting there, watching a good Tom Cruise movie, like new Mission Impossible or something, just thinking, Christ, in the morning, I've got to get up, I can only have 6 pints tonight. I've got to get up and I've got to, like, go around and wave at people I don't bloody know, don't care about, get a new handbag out of the bloody cupboard. I'd just do me boxing if I was the Queen.
In saying that, would you prefer them, like
No, royal, like president.
Yeah, would you prefer like a presidential government? I'll be honest, I do like the fact, I like the fact that we are called the United Kingdom. Like, we're a kingdom. I like that. I like the fact it's a queen, it's history. I wouldn't be so fussed about having a presidential.
No.
I do like the fact that we have parliament and things like that.
I don't know. It's different wherever you go. But I don't think anyone should rule people in general, myself. I don't think you should have one person like Boris making decisions for the whole country, or Donald in America, like I mean, he was in the news today. They're bringing out, well, they've brought out the capital punishment again, haven't they, in America?
Have they?
Executions and stuff, yeah, for like severe cases. And there was this one bloke. He's like a white supremacist. I don't know what crimes he committed, so I can't. But he was guilty anyway, so he was definitely guilty and whatever. But he said like there's new evidence, so he should be like executed. But the worst part was, he was like, they strapped him down to a bed wherever this, whatever state this was in, and ready for the
lethal injection.
Yeah, but something went wrong beforehand, so he was strapped down to his bed for like 4 hours straight. He hadn't had the injection at that point, but he just kept there for 4 hours, just knowing like, oh my fucking god, 4 bloody hours. I could at least watch this morning. I gotta wait here to be killed.
Do you know what frightens me? That does. Not as in being killed because I've done something unjust. Just the whole like the thought of it, like
What?
witnessing it, like the people who work there. You
I
have
like
to kind
traumatises and that.
you have to witness like executions and stuff.
Definitely.
I mean, being on death row. Could you imagine?
No, I couldn't, man. I think after a while, you probably maybe adjust to it and switch off maybe, but it's still bloody horrible.
I think.
But at the end of the day, do you agree? That's what I was going to ask you. That's the conversation on top. Do you believe in capital punishment, or do you believe that they suffer more by being kept in prison? Not like our life. So in the UK, life means like probably 15 years if you're lucky. But like in America, if you get life, usually for the worst people, anyway, it's life.
Alright, well. Okay, so Oh guys, I just said this is really good. Let me swallow that. So, I believe that. So somebody goes out there. I mean, I'll tell you a quick story about something that happened in our area the other day, which is fucking nuts. But if somebody goes out there and kills someone, and that's broken an entire family, which of course it's going to, isn't it? Then they capture the person and then they just like execute them.
Not really instantly, it can take a few years.
But I'm 50-50 on it because, yeah, they deserve to be dead. Because of what they've done. They've killed somebody else's life, you know? At the same time, if it was somebody in my family, I'd want them to rot in hell. But I wouldn't want them to have what we have in our justice system over here. So, life imprisonment in England, you still have quite good privileges. For what you've done, okay, yeah, you're locked up and you're going to be in for life, which, like Leigh said, isn't always life.
No.
Unless you get life without parole. Then they get your tellies, your Xboxes. If you're bad, you go to solitary confinement for a bit and then you come back out.
A lot of them trying to get into medical. I was reading spot. Go on, Carol.
So now I think to myself, you should
Sorry.
be locked up for life with no privileges. You've taken somebody's life. So I would personally like solitary confinement more than...
Yeah, it's not the same as it used to be though, is it? Like, especially over here, because I was reading a book about a famous English prison in Manchester, and this bloke, he worked there for like 20 odd years, and he was saying about, he works in all the different departments, different areas of the, from medical to like psychiatric area to the like, really bad areas, the people who just coming in for the first few days, and some of the stories, oh my freaking god. No, I wouldn't wish that. I mean, I feel sorry for the bloody prison guards. They ain't paid anywhere near enough for what they have to go through. No way, thank you.
In saying that, so I believe in certain parts of America, if there's a gang of people and somebody murders somebody of another gang, let's say, or a group of people, but the people you were with, you didn't know that this person in your gang who you were associated with was going to kill you, the person, everybody gets done for the murder. You know, you get the same charge. And I think, yeah, that's understandable. But what if you didn't know at that point it was an intention? So, like, let's say we're a gang and there's a few other people and I'm in your gang. You go and kill someone, but I didn't know this was going to be, what do they call it? You know, when you pre-construed something sort of thing.
Meditate.
Yeah, like, it wasn't sort of discussed, oh yeah, we're going to go and kill off him. Because you went and did it, and I didn't know you was going to do it, but I'd still get charged with murder, because you decided at that point to kill someone. I think that's a little bit scary, and if they all got put on death row for that, I would feel a little bit wound up, you know what I mean? But
No.
I do believe that you got to question your out if that was your son or your daughter who had something terrible done, but it depends on what the crime was. Burglary and all that, no, you know.
The other terrible part is that in America, because I heard this the other day, so back in the day, not that long ago, a few years ago, most of America, it was illegal to smoke weed and stuff like that. And now, obviously, it's legal.
I mean, prison in some parts.
But there's people that have been locked up in the past, just for smoking, not smoking weed, maybe like they had weed on them or something like that. And they got sentences that were like ridiculously long.
Yeah.
And they're still having to serve out their sentence now, despite the fact that it's now legal to do it. So there's people walking around buying weed from shops, and in America, like, it's huge in certain states. Some is still banned, but a lot of them it's huge, big business. And yet, so-and-so still in jail, and yet his mate can go to the shop and buy a few ounces. Absolutely crackers.
Question is, are you allowed it in prison if it's legal?
No, I doubt it. Because obviously, you know, I don't know. All I can go on and read about the English prison, how They make up all sorts. Like, they make their own bloody drinks and whatnot. Hooch. Yeah. And I won't go into the details. A bit disgusting. Have you heard about Michael Shedworth?
Who?
Michael Shedworth.
I've never heard of him in my life.
I didn't until today. Michael Shedworth walks around Bristol, and he has done since COVID started. Bristol's in the UK, guys, if you're not from the UK, with a shed on his head. I ain't even joking you. This thing is like yay wide, yay big.
Oh, I've seen that.
It goes over his head rather than wearing a mask.
Yeah.
He walks around like, hey, I'm Mr. Shed.
I've seen it.
Yeah, and he said like today, can people just leave me alone? I'm just a normal bloke walking down the street with a shed on my head. Leave it be. And everyone's like, what the hell you got a shed on your head for, mate? It's like, my choice.
You never answered your own question before.
Oh, I didn't, did I? My bad.
About the royal family and things.
Oh, right, I was like, things like the capital punishment.
I'm not.
Royal family, I can't... I don't have the time for the royal family. The whole, oh, let's buy a tea plate with the Queen's face on and all that sort of stuff. It does me head in that when, during a time where the country was quite poor, you know, some of the royals are taking the piss, we're catching flights, like special helicopters dropping in McDonald's and whatnot. Whew.
I think what got me is the way Harry and that was on about the pollution and all that.
Mm.
But then he caught a private jet to...
Yeah, and it gets me like the whole, ooh, Harry and Will have served in the military. Yes, they did, but let's get it straight. Do you honestly think Will, or William, or Prince Barry was ever in any sort of risk whatsoever other than getting a broken fingernail? Can you imagine somebody Taliban grabbing hold of Prince Harry and saying, we've got one now, yeah, here, well now we can make some dough? No, it ain't gonna happen. There was kept, you know, they might have flown in helicopter or whatever he was doing, Harry, because I think he was doing like not as Will, weren't it, with the RAF or whatever, doing the flights. But
Did you do the search and rescue as well?
he would have done it, but he would never have been at any risk game. Imagine that for a headline, the RAF lose Will at sea. Ain't gonna happen. So I just think that's a load of crap. And I'm against wars in general. Asking the amount of dodgy people who start wars in, like, powerful people.
What's that got to do with you like the royal family?
Because I'm on a rant. So I wanted to rant, okay? And capital punishment,
What was the answer then? About the Queen?
the Queen. I wish she had an easier life. Like, I wish she had some
I
time
don't
off.
think it's that kind of question about individuals as a whole.
As a whole, I don't think we need them.
So you'd rather have presidential rather than...
No, because I think we could just... Because we do sort of set the standard with the royal family. I think we could set the standard and say, we don't need a president, we don't need a queen, we'll do it where by city, we all have somebody who speaks for us.
Will that be an MP?
Like, yeah, but like bigger than that. Like, bigger than MPs can't do sod all. They can't really Tyler on street.
Well, like the mayor then. The mayor.
The mayor.
We already have that now.
Yeah, but like, give them more power. So you go to your mayor and you say, all right, mayor, I've got...
So each city has a ruler for their own
Yeah.
city.
So like in America, you got senators for each state. Each state has a senator. And then,
We have MPs, they're exactly the same.
yeah, but then they have to go to Donald and say, Donald, we're not happy with the toilet paper in, say, Chicago, because Mississippi
Well,
has
that's
better
what the
toilet
general
roll.
election is, and you voted in the Conservative Labour.
I've told you I'm into politics, Sam. It's all a load of waffle to me.
Well, it's not either.
It is a load of dodgy people sitting around eating prawn sandwiches, going, order, order, who's got the mayonnaise? It's a load of shit. I ain't got the time for it all. And you watch them, none of them ever do anything. What do they, so you get about 100 people in a room, if you ever seen it, like a House of Commons, is it, yeah? And you get like, the Speaker of the House is like, order, order, get me a Greg sausage roll, yeah? you got him out there, thinking he's, what was his, Michael something he was called, I think, thinking he's all that, until he ended up on I'm a Celebrity, like wanking off a cow or something. And then,
I did think that was a bit...
yeah, it's a bit much. I don't know if he actually did that, but I
No, not that. I mean,
Oh.
just in general, like, the Speaker of the House is a comment.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
Going on celebrity.
Yeah, he got him, and then you got like Boris and somebody on the opposition side. But then behind them, the other lot don't do anything. They sit there for 8 hours a day, waiting for their sandwiches to be brought in. Pack of Walker's crisps, a little fruit shoot on the side, and then they go,
They're the
"Yay!"
representatives for each division in the country.
They look like a
South.
bloody bunch of football hooligans who walked into the wrong bloody building. When something's been said that they agree with, yay! And then it
No,
was
they
like,
don't say here, here.
"No." No, he says here, 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 here. But then the others will say, boo. It was a yay. Like, what are you actually agreeing on? The colour of the new toilet roll that's going to be brought up by Andrex? No, you're talking shite. I ain't got time for him. And why do they ever like, nominate your everyday person? Why have you not go to Eton? Or
that's not true.
It is. You always got to go to posh school to get higher up in the world.
Exactly. I'm not going to where I know that.
Bloody, sodding Stig of the Dump's never been bloody Prime Minister, has he? Yeah, you're not going to get somebody from a rough area who didn't have the breaks in life getting that chance. Even Barack Obama was like, yes, America is setting the standards into the world. They had their first black president. Yeah, they did, but they didn't just go and get some bloke out of the Bronx or wherever, did they? Out of the, what do they call it, the hood? No, they got to the hood and say, yo, we want you to be our president. No, they got somebody really well educated who'd got themselves a lot of money behind them. Anyways.
Have you quite finished?
Yeah, I have. Do you want to talk about Yvette Fielding, or should we leave that one? I've just got a list of things I want to talk about. We'll save that for another day.
No, you're going to have to listen to why I was like, eh? I thought you was on about Yvette Fogarty. I want my subscribers.
No, I'm right, Yvette. How you doing, Evie?
For a second. I'm like, what?
Well, why do you want to talk about Evie?
No,
All right, Evie, how you doing?
I thought you was like, you surely haven't titled our review as one of the subjects.
No.
Capital punishment.
Capital punishment.
What do you,
What did I want to say?
You're just running away with yourself. You've been off a week. You're like a motor. You're like a sports car.
I can't even eat the rest of this. I did way too much from there. My belly's just getting adjusted to big meals.
Really nice.
Did you eat like naan bread, eh? Oh well. Says I can have half.
Do you know why?
I'm full, I don't want any. I'm full, thank you.
Because I like the coriander.
That's good. Capital punishment. It's a difficult one, ain't it? I mean...
Someone kill me.
Yeah, if somebody killed you, I'd go and kill them if I could.
No, but do you want them dead? Would you want to rot it out?
You're not going to go to hell, are they? But no, you think about it. See, like, you sit there and think, okay, I'm sitting here watching, buddy, MasterChef, I'm alright. What's in MasterChef on me arm? Because Aim's dead. The world's terrible. The channel's gone to shit. Aim's dead. Can't even, buddy, get...
You talk all the time, don't you?
Can't even get someone to make me a Yorkshire pudding anymore. It'd be really bad. It'd be horrible. And then to know that person's just sitting there, like, watching Rosie and Jim or something in the prison, or...
They'd just be sensible.
Yeah, they'd be living it up, watching bloody X Factor on a Saturday night, having a laugh with their mates. You know, Billy Biggies and Johnny One Eye. So I'd be like, do I want him dead or in there? Dead or in there?
Wanted, dead or alive.
See, karaoke, I would want to go. I think if I could choose how they died, like I think that's what it should give people the option. Or you can pick a way to do it and you can even be involved in it, then I think that's fair enough.
It just scares me all that.
But if you can't have a say in it, and it's just going to be, okay, they'll have an injection, go to sleep, that's it, done. I don't think that's enough punishment myself. So I'd be stuck in the middle with that one. Stuck in the middle with you. See, karaoke always on the go. Hey!
What's happening with the vet fielding?
Oh. I'll keep it for another day.
No, I want to know now.
I thought I'd see another video. Probably could talk about that.
We'll do one right after this.
Christ, guys. Go smashing it now.
Let me just tell you. It's a giant watermelon. It isn't another meal.
Well.
Come on. Oh, alright, we'll talk about it. That's going on this channel, by the way.
That's it. No, I'll probably leave the channel.
I'm full.
I'm done. You done? Hope you all enjoyed the video, guys.
So, that is what you should fill up, like, on your lettuce as well. Your lettuce wraps and things, because you get more full off that than eating the carbs.
Yeah, but I've eaten a lot of carbs and I've eaten some lettuce as well.
You've got some terrible manners, man.
God. Take us away, Aim.
God, I had a piece of lettuce stuck in my mouth.
Right, I'll take us away.
Can't I just swallow?
Yeah.
Hang on, guys.
10 minutes later, Leigh's still sitting here waiting to wrap up the video. You gotta let us let you through?
Yeah. Okay, remember to be kind, remember to be nice, comment, share, like, and subscribe, and go. Sorry, his face.
What have I done now? Dickhead. I didn't do anything.
Don't forget to turn on your notification bell and press all, so you will see our future videos and community posts.
Ooh, suit you, sir. Enjoy your evening, guys. You're watching this on Friday. And by now we've eaten another meal because we're going to record on Friday for Saturday.
Have we gone live tonight?
Possibly. You'll all know because it'll be on Instagram and we'll post it on YouTube. If we do, I don't think I'll drink. I might just get another weekend off. I think that's for the best. But either way, I'll be fun because I'm fun now, not having had a drink. And I will be pissed as usual.
Yeah, but at least for me, I'm going to beg you. I will go in the shed.
I won't go in the shed now because I'll be sober. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'm going to start
doing locking the back door when you have a drink.
Yeah, a lock in. Hey.
Literally.
Right, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hit the thumbs up, like I'm saying, all the other stuff, and check out the membership. More perks in an episode of Pinky and Perky.
What if people don't know Pinky and Perky?
I don't know Pinky and Perky. I just remember the name.
Years and years ago, there was two little. It was like little piglets, wasn't it? Little pigs.
I don't remember.
Like
I just told you
a
that.
Cartoon show. And it was called Pinky and Perky.
Pinky and Perky. Okay.
Okay, everybody, see you later. Bye.
Bye bye.